In this video, I'm going to go through the process of organizing a collection of files into the IMIndex folder structure. So I'll start on my desktop and open the IMIndex folder structure, which is there. But now I need to go to the location where my old content is stored so that I can access it and move it into this structure. So I'll go to my documents, and in there I had a folder called Internet Business, and that is where my previously organized content exists. So in the planning video I went through the process of creating these folders and moving my old content into one of these folders, and so that I'm left with just one folder, Content to Move Now, containing the actual files that I want to move right now. So if you go back to the planning video, you'll see the logic of doing that pre-processing before doing the actual move into the IMIndex folders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move each of these files one by one into the IMIndex folder structure, and I'll talk through the logic behind my thinking as I do so. What that will do is it will go through a number of issues and cases which will, by example, show you how you can resolve the sort of issues that will arise. So I want to start off by having the folders I want to move displayed here. Sorry, the files I want to move displayed on the right, and on the left I'm going to have available my IMIndex folder structure there. Then I can just drag and drop directly into the folders. So let's start with 52 niche newsletters Forex. So that immediately tells me this file is about foreign exchange. So it's a specific niche. So I'll open up the niches folder, and looking at that, it could be finance, foreign exchange is to do with finance, could be business, employment and income, could be making money. Now you're going to get this sort of issue arising with most of the niche content, and you just need to make sure that you're reasonably consistent in your process of deciding where to put niche content. The mind map edition does provide some guidance on how to do that embedded within the mind map, and you can look at the training videos on the mind map edition to see how that works. But if you think it through, people do foreign exchange in order to make money, so probably the best place for this is under making money. So I'll just drag and drop that into the making money folder. The next is 52 Secrets by James Maddox. So this is a collection of tips relating to internet marketing. So we know it's not in any of the niches, but it's in the internet marketing niche, so that will come under the My IMInfo folders. If I open those up, then I see all the different folders relating to the different topics within internet marketing. However, this file doesn't relate to any particular internet marketing topic, and it's not even a business blueprint. It is just a collection of different techniques and secrets and tips. And there is a folder specifically for content of that type, and it is called General Tips and Techniques. So again, I will just drag and drop that into the General Tips and Techniques folder. By the way, when I do that, sometimes you see the resale products folders appearing. I would use that if the document that I'm filing away, if I have some resale rights to it, or giveaway rights or PLR rights, then I would put it into the resale products subfolder. Otherwise it goes into the top level. We'll see an example of that in a minute. Next is how to create a squeeze page. Again, that's internet marketing, so I'll scroll down, look for squeeze page, but it doesn't appear. There isn't a folder for squeeze page. Now this is where being reasonably familiar with the collection of folders does help, and if I scroll through, then I see there is a folder for opt-in page, squeeze page, opt-in page, pretty much synonyms. So I would put that in the opt-in page folder. Again, for situations like that, where, oh, I think that went in the wrong place. Yes, it went in the resale products folder, so that needs to go in the high level there. Situations like that where it's not clear exactly, or you can't find the exact folder where to put something because there's some synonyms and so on. Again, the mind map edition provides help on how to file content like that way, where there's more than one name for a particular subject. Next is how to get 250 unique targeted visitors per day. Normally I would open that up and see what that's about, but I can tell you that is about using a rather out-of-date technique. I don't think it works anymore, but at the time people were using it. It's about using Wikipedia to get your link into Wikipedia. It might still be possible, but it's probably not a long-term traffic strategy. However, it's a traffic strategy, so it's to do with traffic generation, but it is a fairly obscure technique, and the chances are there isn't a folder specifically about traffic, Wikipedia for traffic. Let's have a quick scroll down, and no, there isn't Wikipedia, doesn't appear anywhere. So it's traffic generation, but there isn't a specific folder for this particular traffic generation technique. So I would put it under the general traffic generation folder. You just drag and drop that into traffic generation. Next is membership site manager. So this is about membership sites. Scroll along looking for membership sites. Yes, there's member areas and membership sites, so I can just pop that into there. Simple enough. 1 month marketer. This is a particular blueprint for making money, so it is, again, not a specific technique. It's not a collection of tips, but it is a particular approach to internet marketing for making money, so it's a blueprint. So there is a business blueprints folder here where I would put that. So all my business blueprints go in the business blueprints folder. Next is premium traffic report. Again, this is about traffic generation. It's not about any particular technique. In fact, it's a report published by a university, if I recall. I've just opened it. There it is. Traffic survey report, yes. So it is about traffic in general. So again, there isn't a specific folder for there, so it would go in the traffic generation folder. Traffic generation, there it is. Next, we have ready-made credit card headers. So again, this is about a specific niche. Now, again, you could think, well, it's headers and it's credit cards. So let me close this one down. So could it go in the repositories about headers, which might be graphics and images? So should it go into graphics and images because it's headers, or should it go under niches because it's credit cards? Well, the best policy to adopt is if there is a particular subject that it's about, then file under that subject if you can, as opposed to a particular repository, particular content type. So ideally you should put it under the subject, and if you can't, then under the type of content. So there is a subject here which is credit cards, so we'll look under niches, and credit cards is really finance most likely, so that's where I would put that, under finance. Next we have 2 documents related to search engine optimization, for which we have PLR rights. So SEO is traffic generation again, but it's obviously a specific technique for traffic generation, which is search engine optimization. And we would expect to have a particular subfolder for SEO. And indeed we do, search engine optimization. And we have some resale rights, we have PLR rights to that. So I would put that in the resale products subfolder. I'll put both of those in there. So I'll drag and drop that into resale products. And finally, video opt-in templates. So where would I put that? Well, if you remember, we had an opt-in page folder under my IMInfo. But we also have, under repositories, we have templates repository. So the question is, would we put it under the repositories, or would we put it under the opt-in page folder under my IMInfo? It's up to you. Now, in the mind map edition, under the topics, it gives recommended guidance as to what you would do under those circumstances. And what the sort of guidance is that under my IMInfo, generally, you would put how-tos, guidance, so information about how to use opt-in pages. So ebooks about using, best practice for creating and designing opt-in pages. Whereas under the repositories, you would actually put the appropriate templates. So that is probably the best way to do it. So I would drag and drop that into templates. You can adopt a different policy if you want, but that is probably, always think, if I go to a particular place, what would I expect to see? So under templates, what would you expect to see? Would you expect to see a collection of video opt-in templates under there? Or would you expect to go to opt-in page and see the templates under there? And I would think you would expect to see them under templates. Okay, so that's the general approach to organizing your content into the IMIndex folder structures.